Hello guys, now we are on the flip side of the day and I am heading home. So I've already been to Beeville, was able to pick up our load of pallets and trucked them all the way up to the north side of San Antonio. We have unloaded them and I am on my way home. It is now 8 p.m. I left the house at 7:30, so another 12 to 14 hour day. I was hoping to get some video of us unloading, but Lance and I decided to talk about what to do for our next truck and trailer and how to pay for it. So, that discussion is basically this. We're wanting to get a Ram 5500 and the biggest trailer that it can pull. We're wanting to move between 600 and 700 pallets per trip. The payload on that's about 21 to 25,000 pounds. And things which can do that are a 40-foot gooseneck with an 8-foot neck deck with a 30K GPRW, and that also requires two 15K axles. Or you can get the Diamond C step deck, which has electric over hydraulic brakes instead of air brakes, so that everything's compatible with the 5500. And that has a 40,000 GPRW. It has a 10-foot deck at the front and a I think it's a 10.5 to 11-foot deck on the step, and then the deck's 41 to 42 feet long. And so that gets you a 53-foot deck length. So, and on the step deck, you can get 700 pallets. On the gooseneck, you can get around 600 pallets. So, the price difference is where that all comes in. The step deck is so rare by Diamond C that there's basically no used market for them, so they're new only. The way that we have it built on our website is about $53,000, and that's just a lot of money. On a gooseneck, 30K GPRW, 40-foot length, and then you can add a neck deck later. You can probably snag one of those for $20,000 in the used market. The used market actually exists for that. So which one's better? The one that holds 100 less and is $30,000 less? Or is the more expensive trailer that holds 100 pallets more better? So we've already run some numbers on that. At our current volumes, we'd use that trailer we'd use it every day to pick up pallets. But just on the quantifiable delivery side, we'd use it about 4 times a month for deliveries. Each load would be able to give us another $800 of revenue. So that's about $3,200 a month in additional revenue, and basically no extra price of diesel. And certainly, only the time to load 4 more columns, which is nothing compared to loading the other 24 stacks of pallets. So it's minimal time investment, and then you get an extra $3,200 a month. The trailer's $33,000 more, so in 11 months you break even if you purchased it, or your opportunity cost of getting that cheap one finally catch up with you. If you're going to keep the trailer for less than 11 months, get the cheap, short one. If you're going to run your business longer and keep that trailer longer than 11 months, then the step deck is better. So mathematically it makes sense to save up some more money. But I wonder if you actually did the table though. I assumed you were saving $8,000 a month for it. You got to do 32, so an extra 4 months, so you lose out on 4 months of revenue up front. So you have to make up that 4 months of additional revenue also. Now we're getting into the Excel spreadsheet. So it may be more than 11 months. It may even be 2 years. But that trailer is going to stay with the business longer than 2 years. So you're still in that same situation. The step deck is better long term. And a brand new step deck is going to last more than 2 years. But then comes the next question. Okay, do you get it from an investor giving you money? How is that deal structured? Is it a glorified loan? Or are you paying them a dividend for the most part? And then do you buy them out? How long? What are the terms on that dividend? Are you going to pay that to them for 3 years before they'll let you buy it out? Or you got a traditional loan, 4 years. For us, it's usually 15 to 25% interest because we're a small, young company. No one trusts us to give us money, so they always burn us on interest rate. Or you can just sit back and run the business for a few months, develop some great financial history, save up, buy it in cash, and then if the market contracts while you're saving it, you got yourself a great financial position to draw from, so that the owners can keep getting paid. And then if it does contract and you can continue finding pallets and buyers, you go out and get your trailer with cash. And you don't have to worry about anything. You're a slave to no one. You just lose out on 9 months to a year of that additional revenue because you were hoarding cash. I'm usually pretty risk on whenever it comes to getting the business up and going. But that was before the business was able to support my household and my business partner's household. So now that it's able to support both of us, I may need to turn off that high risk mentality and go back down to really conservative, buy things in cash. And as soon as I say that, we're already talking with Lift Fund to get a $20,000 loan so we can go out and buy a dismantler. And that dismantler will greatly help Lance to be able to dismantle the pallets in a very efficient manner. You can do a pallet every 30 seconds instead of taking multiple minutes per pallet with a reciprocating saw. So his productivity probably goes up fourfold, sixfold, eightfold. So, if he spends an hour on the dismantler, that's probably 8 hours of reciprocating saw time. And we can't even do 8 hours a day on that because we run out of batteries after about an hour or two. And then, so that just, and in that day he can sort 200 pallets, and that's $1,600 right there. So opportunity cost abounds. Just amazing how with a little bit of cash input and a machine here and a machine there, all of a sudden this business absolutely takes off. It just gobbles up the money and then spits back fourfold. We just need to. This month is the first month that we are repairing pallets. So we're having our average price per pallet of our sold pallets is going up dramatically. We sold 3,420, so 3,420 pallets last month. 1,400 of those were sold as 4s, which are broken. And we sold those for an average of $4.10 a piece. And our minimum purchase for a repaired pallet is $8. So just converting those 1,400 a month to our minimum grade of repaired pallet is $5,000 a month. And then another buyer is coming online that they're going to be buying our B plus and A's. I don't think we didn't sell any B plus or A's last month. So converting 1,200 pallets to the B plus and A price is going to give us another $3,000 or $4,000. So the total additional revenue this month is going to be $9,000. And maybe we just need to let that roll through for a few months to see exactly where it comes out at. Because even last month, selling them as cores and B's only, we were able to fund all of our debt payments, all of our bills, and pay both owners. So, selling no cores, converting them to a repaired price, and then selling B pluses and A's. That should give us $9,000 a month of extra monies. A dismantler used costs about $6,000. Brand new ones, $15,000. So literally in 2 months we could cash purchase a brand new one. So those are the kind of things that go through my head. A whole bunch of numbers, knowing that if someone dropped $200K on top of my head, I could go spend it. And if we didn't have to buy any land, and we could save exactly where we are, the ROI would be almost 60% per year to that person. You have to go hire, I think there's like 5 or 8 employees, something like that. It's a super massive growth to get there. I think instead we'll just go the financially secure route. And self-fund, grow a little bit slower, cycle through employees. If they're willing to stick with us in a no-shade Koichi Ranch working area, they'll probably stick with us whenever we get a building.